Still on the chilly side, but after yesterday morning's snow, nice to turn the corner towards some much quieter weather conditions this morning from Holland to downtown Grand Rapids. Temperatures to start the day as we look out over the US 131 Ford Freeway interchange are holding steady in the 20s just about everywhere. Those feels like readings, high teens to around 20 in most inland areas, just a touch warmer feeling along the lakeshore. Winds, at least this morning, are sustained at about 5 to 10 miles per hour. They'll be ramping up a little this afternoon. Definitely not as blustery as we had yesterday. Yesterday afternoon, by the way, ended up being the windiest day we've had so far this month of March. And temperatures were only in the 30s for highs. We were 10 degrees colder than average with a high of only 38 degrees, which actually made it feel a lot like a January afternoon if you were out and about yesterday for much time at all. It's been a weather roller coaster ride this month so far. We started out in the deep freeze on Saturday, March 1st, with a high of only 31 degrees, 31 for the 2nd of March as well. We actually had several very warm days, in fact, a week and a half through the middle of the month with high temps in the 60s and 70s. And now we've turned the corner. Temperatures in the mid to upper 40s on Sunday, only in the 30s yesterday. We'll be back into the 40s today and tomorrow, and then 50s roll back in by Thursday into the end of the week, and even warmer air builds for the weekend. So March is a transitional month, and that's why we tend to get these big fluctuations. Sunshine today, though. In fact, quiet weather through the middle to tail end of the week. The next best chance of rain will come in on Friday, and that will be a precipitation-making system that will be with us on and off with scattered areas of rainfall likely through much of the weekend. So where are we at so far for the season? Well, yesterday we picked up 0.2 of an inch of snow. That brings our monthly total to a little over 1.5 inches, and the seasonal snowfall total to 63.7 inches, which is about a foot less than we should have this time of the year. Now, as we check out conditions here regionally, you can see we're in between two systems. System from yesterday moving off to the east and northeast, and the system from today will continue to track south of us. And as we look at the national scene, you see fairly quiet weather conditions across much of the United States. This is actually a wet system that'll stretch all the way from Kentucky and Tennessee into Montana. We've got some high wind advisories up for portions of Oregon. If you're traveling to the southeast, dense fog advisories from Louisiana into Georgia. But for the most part, again, much of the country looking at fairly uneventful weather conditions, at least for today. Now, there's a developing storm system, the system that promises to bring West Michigan rain Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. That's going to be developing off to our west, and that will be sliding into the Great Lakes region as we head into the upcoming weekend. Short-term forests, again, the next best chance of precipitation likely to hold together will come our way on Friday. From here to there, we'll enjoy a decent amount of sunshine. Grab those sunglasses, by the way, especially if you're eastbound this morning on the way into work, and westbounders will need them later on today. Temperatures, again, climbing into the upper 50s by Friday with a few rain showers, 60 on Saturday with rain likely, scattered showers for Sunday. Colder air settling in Monday, but that will be temporary. This is the 8 to 14-day outlook, which takes us through the first full week of April. So for staycationers, the colder air pools out west, the central and eastern United States enjoying a lot of warm air. So I'm anticipating for that first week of April, likely seeing several days with highs in the upper 50s to maybe even some mid to upper 60s.